Hello everybody, it's time to post another video. I'm going to attempt to use the computer because I don't think the volume has been working too well on my camera, so we'll take a look and see. So I apologize if I keep looking down at myself on the screen instead of looking at you in there. So did a little bit of record shopping yesterday and I got some pretty cool stuff. Most of it was, of course, my genre of choice is 60s music, but I came across a whole ton of 60s like biker exploitation film soundtracks, which I have a couple, but I definitely came across the motherlode. I think whoever was selling them must have just like dumped whatever they had to sell. So first one we have is The Wild Angels Volume 2. It's on Tower Records. These were really cheap. This was only $2. I'll hold it there for you. So, just the normal Mike Curb exploitation film. I don't know if this is Davey Allen and the Arrows, or if it's just a band that's that's a different name, but it is Davey Allen and the Arrows. I'm not too sure offhand. But most of these videos for these movies you can watch on Netflix streaming. So if you ever want to have a biker exploitation film evening, definitely watch these because you can probably bang out. They're only like 90 minutes too, so you could bang out like 5 in a day, no problem. So definitely a pretty cool one here. Wild Angels Volume 2. I have Volume 1, but I didn't buy it. I got it. Sorry, it sounds like there's an airplane landing in my backyard. I didn't buy it in this bunch, but I have it. It's the one with Peter Fonda and Nancy Sinatra. It's definitely a good movie as well too. So moving along, this one I just watched this movie 2 or 3 days ago, so it was really funny that I saw this. It's The Devil's Angels, again on Tower. Mimsy Farmer is in this one, so if you've ever seen Riot on Sunset Strip, she's kind of the one that's the local, just showed up, moved from somewhere in Ohio or something like that to Los Angeles, and she's the one that gets dosed at the party, and in this movie too, it's like the same thing. She plays the same part. So if you ever find yourself in like a 60s exploitation film and Mimsy Farmer is around, just walk the other way, because you're going to be the turning point of the movie. The cops are going to come. More than likely you're going to get busted. She may lie to the police because you're a ruffian, and that'll be that, so you can just forget it. So if you ever see Mimsy Farmer in a movie, there you go, right there, Mimsy Farmer, just go the opposite way. That's my suggestion to you. Got the Born Losers, another Tower record. Tower and I think American International, I think, were sort of hand in hand, sort of like MGM, sort of MGM Records and or the movies. This one again, Davey Allen and the Arrows. Good movie. I think the poster's a pretty common one. This was kind of one of the better ones in the genre. The Born Losers, another biker exploitation film. So it is what it is. Now kind of to some of the interesting stuff. We have the Outlaw Riders. This is on MGM. I really haven't had a chance to listen to this yet, but I'm expecting the same things that I've heard on these other ones that I've listened to. This one, $2 as well. So I just haven't had a chance to listen to this one. I listened to the other ones first there. Have the original soundtrack recording of Angels Die Hard. This one is on Uni Records. Don't really know anything offhand as far as with it was recorded at Gold Star, so I would imagine probably you have the Hal Blaine and those session musicians, but really doesn't say. It's kind of one of those things where soundtracks and all that really don't say too much about the artist unless it's the artist made soundtrack. I haven't had a chance to listen to this one, but I kind of can expect what's on here. The next one is Hell's Angels on Wheels. This one is actually a movie that had Jack Nicholson in it. I don't know if this was before or after Easy Rider. I'm going to assume probably, let's see, it's on Smash. if there's a date on it at all here. I'm going to assume this is probably from about 69, maybe 68 or 69 or so. Has a mention about apparently Sonny Barger, who was the leader of the Hells Angels. I mean, he still is. The man's still alive. He's in this movie as well. So I really can't say what the date is on it. Again, probably the exact same crap that when I say crap, I mean the good stuff, as what's on the other types of albums. You have even the track names are sort of the same as what like there's always the party scene, and so yeah. Haven't had a chance to listen to this yet, but I'm excited about it. A couple more here. This is actually the best of the soundtracks. So you have Wild Angels, Wild in the Streets, which is one that I had. That is also streaming on Netflix if you want to watch it. Max Frost and the Troopers, Shape of Things to Come. That is the hit off of that. Devil's Angels, which we have. Born Losers, which I have. Wild Angels 2, and then Psych Out. So really didn't need to buy this, but this was $2. It was in like extraordinary condition. I think it's actually a white label promo too, I want to say. And it is. So this was sort of exciting because greatest hits albums are, they are what they are, but at the same time it's cool to have, the best stuff, because there's a lot of filler on some of those albums. I'll be the first to admit that. So and then the two gems that I got, this is what I'm so excited about. The Hellcats, this one is still sealed, which I really don't know if I'm going to open that up or not. Probably not, but it's just like in pristine condition. This one, Davey Allen and the Arrows as well. Also a band called Davy Jones and the Dolphins, which I don't know really who exactly they are. And Somebody's Children, so it's like the changing times, where they use the Y, the Birds, all the bands that started using the Y instead of the I. I'm excited for this one too. So I think it's about female biker band, or female bikers or something like that. So you can't go wrong with that. And last but not least, the crown jewel of the dig was the soundtrack for the Satan Sadists. This one was a little, sorry, it's reversed. $10 for this one, still sealed. But the coolest thing is, I bought this movie on DVD because I love sort of all things 60s. I mean, as you will get to know as we know each other on YouTube, all things 60s I'm all about. Books, music, movies. It's fantastic. This movie, I bought it on DVD for a couple of bucks at a store that we have nearby, and terrible movie, absolutely terrible movie. The main character is Russ Tamblyn. If you know who Russ Tamblyn is, he was Riff in West Side Story, if you've ever seen that. And this movie was actually billed as the, and I quote, the best thing Russ Tamblyn has done since West Side Story. And let me just tell you, I don't know what they were comparing it to. Maybe Russ Tamblyn clipping his toenails, brushing his teeth. But this is probably not the best thing that he's done. I would imagine if he wouldn't have gotten out of bed to go to this audition, that probably would have been the best thing that Russ Tamblyn had done since West Side Story. So it's a horrendous movie, absolutely horrendous. Like it, but you can watch it. Definitely watch it, though. I would suggest watching it, but it's a terrible movie. This was still sealed, and I think I don't want to start throwing numbers around, but I think this book's pretty high. So I was pretty excited about this, and my wife was like, "Were you gonna open it?" And I was like, I don't think so, because the music is just, I don't think it wasn't that good, if I remember, in the movie to open it up. So I think I'll hold on to it, keep it sealed just as a little treat. So I appreciate you guys watching. I try to make this as quick as possible. I always do too much stuff. I think I try to pile too much stuff into one thing.